What's up, guys? It's your boy Turkey Chan, Blue de Chanel in the house. It's been a while since I did a fragrance video, and that's for a good reason. Right now, there's just not a lot of hot releases out there. Just a bunch of same old, I would say, on the market. I go to Macy's, I go to Nordstrom, and same old fragrances out there. Couple new releases here. Stronger with you, a new flanker, but it's just more of the same. The heavy hitters, Chanel, Dior, YSL, nothing new from them. So that's why I just want to quickly do it. Bleu de Chanel 2025 update video. The only two Chanels I would ever buy right now, currently, year-round wear, sexy sophistication. Bleu de Chanel EDT, EDP. Get the Allure Homme Sport if you're on the more active lifestyle, hot weather. Right here in New York, we have all 4 seasons. And this fragrance right here can handle all 4 seasons. These 2 bottles I had since 2020. You can check the serial. It's good, it's good. You check the serial. Bada bing, bada boom. Check the serial. It's an OG bottle. So these 2 bottles I got in 2020. Before they had some crazy reformulations down the line. So these 2 bottles I keep on lock. Don't really use them too much. Only if I really want to have that true Bleu de Chanel experience, I'll bust these out. I have some more current bottles that I use frequently for work. Those get heavy usage. It doesn't smell as strong, doesn't smell as flavorful. So I can't speak on how good the current batches are, because my only bottle that I have was from 2 years ago, and that's still going good. Current bottles, I smelled them in store. They're okay. They just don't have that heavy grapefruit that I would expect. Maybe the sample's been sitting out there for some time, so that top note kind of fades away. But let's talk these 2. Got these in 2020. Now it's 2025. How does it hold up? I still think Bleu de Chanel is king. Dior Sauvage has come and gone. It has come and gone. I don't really hear people talk about Dior Sauvage as much as Bleu de Chanel. Bleu de Chanel is still top tier fragrance. Top tier fragrance. Prices are going up. That's the thing I just don't like. But it is what it is. Gotta get these. 1 bottle will last you quite some time. I'm just trying to space out my usage of Bleu de Chanel. I'm about 1/8 of a way, 1/6 of a way done with this bottle. So I'm trying to be very, very stingy with my older bottles. Now, in terms of how they've lasted over the 5 years, the notes are still there. As long as you store them in a nice, cool environment, they could last for about 10 years. I could get another 5 years of wear out of this. And, you know, because of 2020, the whole situation, we weren't going out for a whole 2 years. So these didn't really get that much use, so I'm trying to use them more now. But for y'all that don't know, Bleu de Chanel, top tier fragrance. I still think it is a top 2025 fragrance. Personally, I have not been buying any fragrances. Bleu de Chanel, I've smelled a heck of a ton. Niche, Parfums de Marly, Creed Aventus, but I always go back to Bleu de Chanel and Le Labo Santel. Alright guys, I'm on Fragrantica. I'm just going to go through some of the most positive reviews. But I thought, you know what, let's just do the most recent just to see what people are thinking about Bleu de Chanel. So first one, this might not be the most exciting fragrance, but it is a true masterpiece of perfumery. It's well blended, clean, fresh, and sophisticated and classy. I humbly agree, but most of that is with the Eau de Parfum. Eau de Parfum is a bit more well blended. EDT does have a good blend, but I only wear this in the spring and summer. So let's see. However, after a while, a couple wears, I understand how great this fragrance is. Yeah. But for me, right off the bat, I knew Bleu de Chanel was a banger. Only downside is moderate longevity when compared to the price. Not the greatest. Yep, I have not tried EDP. I do prefer EDT to the Parfum. So I think it's okay to get both. They're honestly, over time, I realized they have the same vibe, but overall they're 2 different fragrances. EDT is sharp, fresh. EDP is creamy and warm. So that to me is enough to consider them as two different fragrances. All right, next. This is Chanel's Tommy Hilfiger. Isn't Tommy the most futuristic perfume? Never owned the original. All right, whatever. Just tried this for the first time yesterday. I wanted to not like this. Not cheap, too popular, extremely overwhelmed. Well, that's because it's really that good. It is really, really that good. Bleu de Chanel, like, it single-handedly is the blue fragrance for me. I tried Prada Carbon, Dior Sauvage, Dylan Blue, YSLY EDP, and those just, they're good, but for me, my lifestyle, I prefer the sophistication of a Bleu de Chanel, and that's why those other brands have a blue fragrance that is catered for different lifestyles. If you want a Dior Sauvage when you're more of a bad boy, a player, you go out, you're crazy, aggressive. YSLY EDP, you're even more crazy, you like to go clubbing. So there's just, blue fragrances in general are great, and there's a lot of different brands that cater to different lifestyles. All right, this one's pricey, but what you get is undeniably, well, blue. Yep, it is 100% blue. Quality. Like, I've had these bottles for 5 years, and they smell just as good, if not even better, than when I got them. High quality notes. I've had a sample of the EDP. I don't think I could go wrong with either. I heard EDT performs better. Honestly, just spray it on clothes. You'll get 6 hours. EDP, spray it on clothes. At the 8th hour mark, you'll get that sweet amber smell. EDT, spray it on clothes. At the 8 hour mark, you'll get that fresh, clean citrus. It's still there. Maybe your nose is just a little fatigued. So longevity is there for these fragrances. But yeah, the bottle is a fingerprint magnet, so you gotta wipe it down from time to time. All right, we'll do a couple more reviews. I just want to do a couple of reviews, just scrolling down. All right, check out this long one. I'm not a fan of their pricing. I do agree, I'm not a big fan of their pricing. But the good thing is, you buy a bottle, it could last you a year, 2, 3, 4, 5, depending on how long you use it and how many are in your rotation. But I must admit, this is a standout classy scent. I am a beginner to scents, yet I've smelled enough to say for sure. But I can safely say this is likely my favorite blue scent. I agree. This is just sophistication. Nothing too offensive. Dior Sauvage, a little bit too peppery. YSLY EDP, a little bit too creamy. Sometimes headache-inducing with the apple note. Dylan Blue sometimes might smell a little bit too childish. And Prada Luna Rosa Carbon smells like a Dior Sauvage, but just toned down a bit. And again, it's nothing new. I'd rather get Dior Sauvage. All right, the EDT is a citrus version of this DNA. I agree. Fresh version. I agree. Get out the shower. Expensive hotel. Yes, Eau de Parfum has that DNA, but it's more mature and warm. He pretty much summed it up perfectly. Parfum, I stay away from the Parfum just because that lemon zest is a bit much to smell. Yeah, so he says a lot sweeter. Odd paint smell in the back, yeah. So definitely Parfum is a acquired taste. All right, we'll do one last one. Extremely generic citrus, light herbally scent, lacks depth and character. Again, that's right off the bat. Yes, that is correct. That's what you get. You get citrus right off the top note, but you really have to let it sit and evolve, especially with the Eau de Parfum. The sweetness that you get over time is undeniably, hands down, 10 out of 10. Worst thing about it is that it has strange after smell that is ever so slightly stinky / sour / mucus. I guess this is a phantom sensation of ocean that I have not gotten. Most of the time, the reason why people get this stinky smell is when they spray it on skin and their own body scent mixes with the perfume, cologne, and the oils, and that creates that reaction that might result in a stinky or sour smell. My solution, shower and then put on your cologne, or put your cologne on clean clothes to avoid any factor that might go into making your cologne smell stinky. So this is a good point. I'm glad I scrolled and saw this comment. Tip for everybody watching, make sure you apply cologne onto clean skin or clean clothes. And if you're gonna be working out, don't spray an expensive cologne on your skin. It's just gonna sweat off and not smell good. All right, guys, we'll just do one more bad review. I do like the bad reviews on Fragrantica. All right, 2017. Ooh, it's kind of a long time, but wow, this is a little bit too much. Wow, a lot of it too much. Overall, you love it or you hate it. Test it out. It's pretty much a BLEU fragrance. We'll just do one more. Sample Bleu de Chanel 2024. Considered a dark blue fragrance. Leans masculine. Quality is poor. Performance is poor. Doesn't last 2 hours of me. Could be the latest formulations. I don't know, but I can tell from my 2020 bottles, my 2022 bottles, still amazing, still last long. They say overall very disappointing considering all the glowing reviews. I'm a suspect of many of those positive reviews from older bottles from 2010. I have the opportunity to smell the original someday. Will reevaluate. Pass for me. Well, smelling this on a man. So this sounds like it's from a lady scent. So I love it when we get reviews from men and women. It really builds the core identity of this fragrance. She did not like it. Again, maybe the notes are not for the person. Cologne, highly subjective to the person, not an objective matter. So again, I always recommend try before you buy. But with Bleu de Chanel, if you know what a BLEU fragrance is, fresh shower gel, metallic scent, you can't go wrong with Bleu de Chanel. That's all I have, guys. Bleu de Chanel 2025. I will be keeping it in my collection. I will not be adding any new fragrances to my collection. Bleu de Chanel, Santal 33, Louis Vuitton, pretty much it. And then we have the wood sage and sea salt, but that is it. That is the fragrance. Guys, I have not been making fragrance videos because my fragrance journey is pretty much wrapped up. I'll do some update videos here and there, but thank you everybody for supporting my fragrance videos. It got me started on YouTube and I really appreciate that, guys. I'll do my best to still make some content when the fragrance market picks back up and people start being excited about it again. That's all I have, guys. Ciao.